maybe we'll have an explanatory section that we can put in extra notes about Fluffy and the seed. And perhaps we want to be able to print. And perhaps some team members who are working on this project may not like where any of this goes, saying it's not that important, let's place it over here, because all we're going to be printing is about the behavior and the schedule. So let's put it here, here. Then we may have a team member that says, let's try to just keep it in a certain area. See, all the time I'm not thinking about what control, I'm just looking at what controls are available and I'm just selecting from those instead of just making up any kind of control that I want to use. And these blank controls like this one, in this case this is a text area, but I could use it just as an extra blank to describe other things that may not be available. Okay. And I think that'll do it. Okay. So I'm going to take this down. Well, that would be one screen. I would actually have taken a picture of that. Got my phone camera in one case. Psst, psst, psst. Take pictures. Or have a video going. Okay, taking this down. These things. So we know, let's say we know what, we assume that this will be the main function. Now, of course, in a group, we'll make a bunch of changes. And we can just dry erase. Let's say we just keep this on our home screen. Okay. So pretend that we're going to have this on a home screen. What do we want to appear? Well, since we have a lot of apps in our company, let's say, or a lot of apps that the owner uses, let's say this will be his home screen. And let's say he just has a basic list on that screen. Let's say this is dog walker. Let's say he might just wants to show his logo prominently. And let's say the only thing that he's got there, let's say he has a Twitter feed coming in. So we'll just be creative and find out his Twitter feed. We'll just have that running on the side. So every day he can just see some basic things. And how will we represent the Twitter feed when we don't have a controller for that? Let's just use our paragraph portion just to represent that Twitter feed coming in. And this may be all kinds of feeds that he's pulling in from different sources that help him understand his business a lot better. Okay? And here we'll just say, let's say when he clicks this list, what he's going to see is the Monday schedule. Tuesdays. schedule. Wednesday, Thursday, let's see, Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll just do the same. Okay. So that'll be a single screen right there by itself. Okay. So he has the dog walk out. Let's see. On this app, we may have some settings that we may want to keep special for ourselves, right? And let's say when we wake up in the morning, when he wakes up in the morning, he needs to check his email or whatever. So he wants to keep icons available for that. And I tell you what, he'd probably want this on a bar, the bottom, that just shows these tools. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now we have one in the home screen. Some users may want to, or some of our people brainstorming us might want to change that up. They may say, why do we need to keep this home screen here when this is the home screen? Okay. Maybe we'll have a Twitter feed go there. And the little splash portion just be right there. Okay, no big issue. We could also have just put that dog walker on its own little splash portion, which would probably be optimum in case we needed to change something. So let's just leave that there. Or maybe we don't want to use just this bottom bar. Maybe we want these to be buttons at the bottom. And maybe even with a little more text. For some reason, if it's not self-explanatory. And so basically go to each schedule, or you search for a client. Okay, let's take all this off. We take a picture of it. Now remember we had a listing of the schedules. So how might it look when we click on Monday's schedule, for example? Well, we're going to need to see something. We had a screen, first of all, let's go back over the screen. The first screen we had was a screen of what happens on when we click and get specific individual owner information and picture of his dog and all that. Well, this time we're probably going to have a picture of, we'll probably have a time. Okay, so let's say today's schedule. Fluffy, we have Rusty, we have Fido, and we have Rough. What now, as the owner, let's say these are gonna have our schedule instead of the links here. So we're gonna make these look like clocks instead, okay? Or in this case, let's mark one in there, like a time, okay? Okay, so now we have a list of all the dogs and times that we're gonna walk them. That's the main information we need from the screen. So we click here, we should get to that specific dog and specifics about his walking schedule. And we're gonna wanna be able to go back to the home screen if we want. And hey, I may want to, we're gonna need one other piece of information. Let's say we want to clearly make sure we understand that this is Monday's schedule, just like on the screen we just came from, right? It tells us which schedule we're looking at. Okay. But let's say I don't have any blank icons here. Let's see. But maybe that's an important piece of information. We have questions we need to ask the owner. So maybe we want to be able to click on this link and maybe here, just make a note be able to make a note of special items about that dog that's most important for us to remember. Be sure to ask the owner about X, for example. Maybe you want to make a little diary of today, of just what's happening so far. Maybe you want to be able to maybe post things on Facebook. Let me see. Maybe post a picture on Facebook. And maybe you just want to be able to remember, just to have some kind of recollection of that we're still in the dog walking app. Okay? Okay. So looking back, we have all the pieces we need. We may even want to be able to create a little picture of each dog. Or, just to be on or it could be on this side of the equation. And see, that's why you want to sometimes use the actual blank items that you provided, because you can take those off. It doesn't make sense rather than drawing. But that's basically it. We captured 3 full screens of information in a short time.